Hello Virgo, welcome to Aries Moon Arcana. I'm Kaya and I'm going to be doing a general reading for your sign for July 2020. I just want to say really quickly, I had a schedule that I was planning on sticking to, but it got way too crazy, so I've been taking the last week to really redefine what it is that I'm doing. So my new schedule is going to be in the description box below. I'm just going to be doing weekly videos because I was trying to do too much before and I was like, and it sucked. So I'm just going to do a weekly video and then blah, blah, blah. So the schedule will be there for your future knowledge. So if you're so into my style, you can check me out there. So anyway, moving right along, I pulled an oracle message for your sign, and guess what? It's your card. This is the Virgo card, babies, the Hermit. So the Hermit is all about connecting to yourself, introspection, spiritual deep dives, really, inner guide messages, and really connecting to that. So I think you're going to be in your element for July. I think there's going to be a lot of doing you and really feeling yourself and feeling connected to yourself. That's the energy that I'm getting right off the bat. But we're going to do more, and I'm going to pull a bunch of cards. So let's take you down here. I also changed up my little scenery a little bit. Just make it a little more planty, my favorite. All right, let us cleanse the cards with some sage because we want to get all that other energy out. Start from a clean slate so we can focus right on just the Virgos of the world. All right, I'm going to start with my Golden Universal deck. Let's do this. All right, Virgo. So what's going on? How you guys doing? Having a good summer so far? Hopefully that's true. Hopefully things are opening up around you a little bit and you're being safe and smart and enjoying yourself. Let's see what we got for July. Like I said, I'm feeling like you're feeling yourself. Really reconnecting and, just getting right with yourself, really hearing your inner guides, really feeling like maybe you're seeing a lot of synchronicities around this time, which is always dope. Empress reversed. 4 of Wands, 10 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles reversed, and then I'm going to pull one more. These are all really good cards. And then the Fool reversed. So the Empress is reversed here, which usually people read reversals as bad things, but there's so many good things going on in this reading that I'm not going to focus on it that way anyway. I'm seeing some deepening commitments here, and maybe I think that connects to an older video that I did for you. I forget which one it is, so sorry about that. But something about deepening a commitment to either yourself or, I think it was more like you're getting more in touch with your spiritual side, and therefore you can strengthen the bonds that you have with other people too. And I see that being really coming to fruition here with this spread. So because the 9 of Pentacles is reversed, which makes me feel like you're not as single as you were before, or you're not, you're committed, you're committing to someone or some sort of situation. So you're not on your own anymore. And also you may have had a very indulgent past. There may have been some stuff where you were really, just indulging in all things that have to do with sensuality and you're just feeling yourself, and maybe you took it a little farther. You spent some extra money that you didn't really have, just stuff like that. But I see this relationship or, just commitment to something that's really, it's fulfilling you so much that you kind of can put away all the overindulgences. And it may even be that if you're the Virgos that are not committing or being in a commitment and you're just on your own, you may be overindulging just because you're feeling yourself so much and you're like, I deserve this. And you're self-care can sometimes involve, drinking some wine in the bath. You know what I mean? That's true, of course. So you can be overdoing it, maybe overspending on some nice luxurious clothes also, because the Empress reversed is you want to buy some nicer materials or higher quality things, and you're I'll spend some extra dough on that. I don't give a fuck. So yeah, and I feel like you're really solid here, and you're not really planning on doing anything new or branching out into any new direction. I think you're just digging down and digging deeper into creating more stability and more happiness just within your within the context of what you already have. So I'm seeing a lot of gratefulness too, which is really beautiful. Feeling really solid and not really, like I said, the Fool reversed finishes out the cards, and he's like, in this context, he's not going anywhere. You know what I mean? He's like not going on a new journey. He's not going to try new things. He's really matured, and he's not like irrationally like leaving a situation or leaving a relationship. He's really like, you know what? I'm here, I'm settled, and I may as well be enjoying what I have. And what you have is a lot. And you know it. I think you're feeling really emotionally secure. You're just in a good situation here in July. And that's awesome. So I'm going to just get some clarity here, and we're going to get deeper into it. These two cards feel very connected, so I'm going to leave those separate. And these two cards feel very connected, so I'm going to read those together. Because that's just what the damn thing is telling me. All right. So let us get some clarity on this Empress reversed and this Nine of Pentacles reversed, because I'm feeling like, you know, like I said, you're not feeling as single and alone, so maybe you're trying to be a little bit more smart with your money and just smart with your, you know, you're like, I have stuff to give another person, and I have another person there now to give it to. So you're not thinking so much only about yourself. Or if you're the single one who's not connecting with somebody right now, you're really giving to yourself. You're like giving, it's almost like you're bestowing whatever love you would like to give to somebody else onto yourself. So you're really like pampering yourself, or you're pampering somebody else. But there's just a deepening connection here. I think that's real nice. So let's do this. The Devil, Knight of Swords, Five of Swords reversed, Ace of Pentacles, Three of Coins reversed, Three of Wands reversed. So, I mean, you may have some trouble with spending in July. Like I said, you might really want to buy some new things, and it might, I don't know, kind of snowball. So keep an eye on your spending. I'm just saying, like, with the Devil here, with the Empress reversed, I'm seeing there might be some, you know, you might be impulsive, basically, is what I'm saying, because we've got the Knight of Swords here, too. And then the Five of Swords reversed, but you're not, I don't know, you're not like beating yourself up about it. You know what I mean? You're just like, this isn't a problem. Nobody's giving me shit about this. I'm okay with it. Just be careful, because I do see some impulsive spending, or impulsive, like, when self-care becomes too indulgent. You know, just keep an eye on that, because I do think that's a possibility. I think you're moving past some sort of like issue, like some sort of communication breakdown that you were having. And I think that, I don't know, there's some sort of, maybe your partner's getting an influx of cash or a promotion, or, you know, there's just some money coming in, which is making things like, I don't know, I don't see the Three of Coins reversed here as like in like trouble communicating. I'm actually seeing it more like you're starting something new. You're like taking some of that money, and you're gonna plan to do something different with it. You want to do something different, but you're not like, and like I said, it has to do with the home, because you're not going anywhere. The Three of Wands is reversed. I see you're staying where you are. You're staying put. So all the resources and all the communication and all the compatibility that you're dealing with within the home is going to be focused into the home and the relationship. So whatever's going on, all the energy is going to be really about you and about whatever partner I'm seeing here. Or that could just be you or your kids, just, you know, people that you are really close with in your homestead are going to be benefiting from whatever it is that you're working on right now. So yeah, it's very like homey and like internal, because the Hermit card is all about, you know, the self and like staying in within like your immediate situation rather than outer stuff and like socializing. So this is much more of a personal reading that I'm getting. So yeah, I'm seeing like, you know, you could just be a little careful with spending. Be smart about it. You're going to want to make plans with this, with the money, if that's what you get. And maybe that's why you're like, ooh, I can buy these nice clothes now, because there's some sort of influx coming in. And you're like, ooh, shit, son, I'm going to fucking buy some nice new duds, or like nice things for the home. You know, you're just really working on beautification. And that's what I'm seeing here. So the home front is feeling real good right now. We got the Four of Wands and the Ten of fucking Cups. I mean, what two better cards together for like indicating a home life, right? God damn, I love it. So yeah, you're like, you've reached some sort of maybe a pinnacle or a culmination. Maybe you've finished some sort of renovation and you're like getting ready to do another one, but you're just making really big strides. And things are going really smoothly and just comfortable and happy. And I love that shit. So let's see if I can get some clarity. I feel like I don't even need clarity. Those messages are just so strong, but that would be boring for you guys now, wouldn't it? All right, the 5 of coins. The Fool is upright here. The Moon reversed. There's that 9 of Pentacles, the High Priestess reversed, and then the 2 of Cups. I mean, I'd say that new thing that you're doing, it's funny. It's like the Fool reversed is over here, and then the Fool upright comes up here, and I'm seeing it almost like you're taking, like I said, if there is some money, or you have some money, or you have any money at all, and you're spending it on something else, you're like channeling, maybe there's a part of you that steps out, you know, not like cheats, but just like leaves relationships like too soon, or when you get bored or whatever. You know, you just get like restless, and I see you, instead of just like breaking free, you're taking that energy that might be like culminating for you, and you're putting it into spending on something else. And I'm like I'm saying, I'm getting the sense that it's for the home. So you're taking that energy. It is going to deplete you a little bit with this 5 of Pentacles. There is a possibility for like you're going to run out of your money, and that's why I'm saying be careful with your spending. It's going to just deplete you. So you have to be smart and strategic about it, but it's going to give you that like outlet that you need, where you're feeling, you know, if you do start to feel kind of like restless about the situation that you're in, you might just use spending money on something for the home or for yourself as like the way that you can express those feelings. That's the outlet, rather than actually acting on anything rashly. So your impulsivity that might come to like relationships or leaving situations early, or quitting a job just randomly, you know, that energy is going to be channeled into impulsive spending. But like I said, it's not like a bad thing. Just be careful with how you're doing it. Make sure you still have some money in your savings if you're going to blow that shit. But yeah, I see it being kind of a nice, it might feel like a flurry, actually, when you decide to do it. It might be like, oh, I'm just going to fucking buy all these things. And you might just feel kind of like, oh, like it's a little chaotic or crazy. But I don't see that being a problem. I think you're okay. I think you're going to end up buying something that's really nice for the home. I would suggest doing that too. If you're going to spend on something that you know you really need for that house. Fix that, fix that water system, or like get that water filter, buy that vacuum cleaner, like buy that air conditioner, which I just did and I'm so happy about it. Stuff like that, where you're like, okay, I'm gonna not be too impulsive here, and I'm gonna actually be more impulsive and just big spend and buy something that's important for the happiness of just the home. But I think you have a lot of independence in this relationship too. You're committing to it, and then the 9 of Pentacles reversed is where I was saying that you're not really free in a single way, and you like that, you're happy about it. And then the 9 of Pentacles shows up reversed here, but it's under the context of this 10 of Cups, which is telling me a little bit more like part of the happiness of this relationship is that you feel like you're really independent too. So the person that you're with, or the situation, or the home life that you've created, or or your roommates or whatever, people just let you be and kind of do your own thing. And nobody's kind of up your ass about it, which is like what makes you feel so safe and secure and want to stick around. Because I think when you feel stifled, that's when you're like, I'm out of here. Fuck this. I don't like that feeling, because nobody likes that feeling. But yeah, I think you're feeling really independent. And that's really helping you. Like I said, I think you're going to be buying yourself some nice stuff. I do. That's very indicated here with twice the 9 of Pentacles and the Empress card. And I just see a little bit of indulgence there, but I don't think it's a problem. I think it's okay, because I'm okay with spending money on stuff if you really love it and want it. I'm fine with it. And yeah, I think that this is also part, High Priestess reversed can indicate like negative stuff, but in this context, I don't know, man. I'm seeing it more like the Hermit like energy, where it's like really deeper, like deepening your connection to yourself and your spirituality, and just the synchronicities that you're seeing too are like really making you feel connected. And I think the more independent and connected you feel to pampering yourself and really loving yourself that way, the more deep the feeling of your spirituality comes in. So I think that that's really important for you. If you're like one of the misers who absolutely couldn't even think about fucking pampering yourself, I'd suggest doing it. Take a spa day. That's always my advice. Always, everybody always take a spa day. But really, do something to pamper yourself. Take a bath, do your nails, do something nice that makes you feel real calm and real gentle, and just like, you know, skincare routines, just stuff like that. Drink a glass of tea, for Christ's sake, even if it's that simple. But it's really deepening your spirituality, and that is really what, like exactly what I was saying in the beginning. That's really what's bringing in this deeper connection with this other person, or with the people that you're dealing with, your children. Within the home context, there's just a lot of like calm. Maybe it's a roommate, you know, it's a parent that you're living with. It could be anybody. But your sense of independence feeds into your sense of spirituality, which then allows you to be much more connected to other people because you're so connected to yourself, which is what this reading is really all like. That's the crux of everything. So, you know, I don't know if crux was the right word. Forgive me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty smart, I'd like to think, usually, but what are you gonna do? So yeah, I think this is just a really good reading. I think there's some spending stuff going on, but I think you just need to do it smart and allow yourself to enjoy it. Sorry about that truck, that's loud. Enjoy your life, enjoy yourself. You know, if you're, like I said, if you're a miser and you've just been saving, it's okay to spend a little on yourself, because it's going to help you feel more connected to yourself. To be pampering yourself, and self-caring like is a big one for you for this month. The more you're involving yourself with like true self-care and pampering, the deeper your spirituality goes, the deeper you feel with yourself and feel connections to yourself, the more synchronicities that you see, and the better your relationships are around you, just in general. That's just true for everyone, but I see that like playing out in the cards as like your kind of your bag this month. So that's rad. I'm really digging on that. And then, like I said, that's leading you to this Fool reversed, where you're not going to be, like I said, you're going to be maybe impulsive with spending, so that you don't be impulsive with your actions, like leaving or quitting a job or doing something kind of like, you know, irrational and impulsive and just leaping off a fucking cliff. I think you're just really okay with sticking around right now, because like I said, man, you're feeling independent and you're feeling yourself, and because of that, you're like, I'm good. Wherever you go, there you are. And you're like, well, I'm good here, so if I don't need to go anywhere. I'm feeling, you know, I think you're just feeling good and safe and settled. I think you're feeling settled in your new situation, or the situation that you've been improving all this time. You're just reaching kind of like a summit of improvement, and you get to just kind of bask in it and enjoy it in July, which is fucking rad. So congratulations, Virgo. So yeah, you're sticking around. 10 of Cups reversed, Queen of Cups reversed, and the Star. Yeah, I think you do have like I said, I think there's a little part of you that's like, I want to burn it all to the fucking ground. You want to burn it all to the ground, but you know that would take away all of your 10 of Cups energy, which is here. You don't want to do that. I think that there's a little bit of like, oh, I wish I could just go off and just do whatever the fuck I want and do anything I wanted at any second and spend whatever I want and do whatever. But you know that in this situation, that's only gonna lead you to emotional emptiness and heartache. You don't want to deal with that. It's only gonna lead you to taking away this life that you've built, and you're staying put in your life. You're not going anywhere. You don't want to ruin it. So you're not gonna do anything impulsive, because you don't want to bring about these two cards, these two reversals. You don't want to do that. And your hope is just to keep things solid, and you know, you don't ever, I think you might have taken a real turn of maturity here, and you kind of don't ever see yourself going back to being that way again, like impulsively taking off from a job or a situation that you're just like, bye, I'm out of here. Like, no one saw that coming. What are you fucking talking about, Virgo? Aren't you supposed to be practical and calculated? Not always. Come on, everybody's allowed a little impulsivity. But yeah, I think it's going to be really good for you to stick around. I think you know that, and I think that that's your plan. And you know, it might get a little hairy. You might get a little like, I'm feeling kind of like spunky. And like I said, I think you're just gonna need to find some other outlets for that. with that Empress reversed, you could even just take up some art projects that you've been putting off. You know, get creative, put your energy into something else. Don't let yourself develop a shopping habit. That's not going to be good. So let's see. Are there any other messages that we need, or is there any like clarity further or outcome cards? What can you tell us to wrap this one up for Virgo? Two of Wands reversed and the Knight of Cups. One more. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, like I said, Two of Wands reversed. You're not making any plans to get out of there. You're staying put. You're chilling. Everything's cool. You're settling down, and you're really recognizing that. I think that really leads you to some new things. You might. I think you're being really patient. Seven of Pentacles, everybody says, is like, this guy's impatiently waiting. I think he's being patient. He's standing there. He's chilling. He's not like tapping his foot. He's like, okay, I'm waiting for these things to blossom. And I think that you are, like I said, there's some emotional deepening with some relationships. And I think that's going to come out and be a really beautiful thing. Someone's going to recognize that you're like just feeling more settled and like happy and contained and like staying put and putting your effort really into making the connection better and making your own connection with yourself better. Somebody's going to recognize it and be like, oh my God, this is so cool what you're doing. And I feel you're going to feel really good about it. And I think it's going to make you guys maybe plan on your next thing. So you're not planning to leave, but you're planning on your next endeavor. Maybe, like I said, like it could be another part of the house that needs to get fixed, or like a trip that you maybe want to take together. But you're going to have to save up some money, right? Because you're going to have spent a big chunk of it doing whatever you're doing in July. So yeah, I think the connection that's really working is coming in. Someone's going to recognize that, and it's going to make both of you or all of you, like if it's a family situation or like a work situation, I guess it could be, you're going to be like, okay, well, what's the next project? What's the next thing that we should work on? And then you're going to have to replete your financial situation. So Seven of Pentacles there. And you're going to be like, okay, well, let's take a month off of spending and or like a couple months and just save. And maybe go on a trip. So there could be some trip planning here too, because like I said, you're channeling your energy where you would have maybe impulsively just taken off and gone to be on your own and do your own thing. You're taking all that energy and you're channeling it into like focusing on making the homestead more comfortable, or like deepening some connections, or going on a vacation, I guess I'm seeing kind of at the end of it. So yeah, I think you're really sticking around, and I think you're really feeling it and really digging it, and there's some cool stuff in the future because you're like, I don't know, you're being impulsive with the money, but I think there's some money coming in actually. And I think you're gonna be like, okay, now I've spent some of that, and now I'm gonna be smart and just let it replete, let all the resources come back to where they need to be, and then we can make our next plan. So that's what I see for you guys, which is fabulous. I love it. I like all the warmth and the happiness. It's a very beautiful thing. So enjoy that Four of Wands and Ten of Cups energy, Virgo. And thank you so much for being here. If you liked it, which, I mean, if you're still here, obviously that's definitely what happened. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment, because that really helps me know that I'm doing a good job, and also it makes other people want to watch it, which is a really good thing for me. So definitely let me know and, talk to me. I love it. My new schedule, as I mentioned earlier, is in the description box below. And I also do personal readings. So my Etsy page is there, as well as is my Instagram handle. Thank you so much for being here, Virgo. And I will see you later. Bye-bye. Next week. Yeah, next week. Bye.